Welcome to Ichthus Nation Live. This is Dr. Jessica Davis, the president of Ichthus Nation, the largest digital virtual nation state led by a woman. We also have a digital currency, Ichthus Coins. Ichthus Coin was minted for the faith community. And we have minted over 153 billion Ichthus coins just for you. As I said on the last broadcast, I wanted to come back and introduce myself to each of you. It's important to me that you know who's working behind the scenes on your behalf, because too many virtual and digital projects, we don't know the developers. We don't know the founders. They're hidden. And I did not want to launch this digital virtual community without you knowing who's behind it. Because what I notice when people are hiding behind their projects, you don't know their motivations. You don't know what they're planning. I think it's interesting that the largest cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, I think most of us have heard about Bitcoin. It's been around for a dozen years now, and it has been growing in value from day one. But we don't know who the developer is. Could be a man, could be a woman. We just don't know. And it's always interesting to me when I listen to people and they're investing millions of dollars into Bitcoin and they don't know who created Bitcoin. Isn't that something? And there have been other overnight coins and tokens created just to take advantage of people's dreams and hopes. And they pour their money into these digital currencies. And in the industry, what we call when a currency is unsuccessful, I'll put it that way, it's called pulling the rug. And too many people have lost too much. When a project comes out of nowhere, we don't know who the developers are, and they pull the rug. Because we can't make a promise to you about the value of these currencies. This is not financial or legal advice. I can't give you financial or legal advice as the president of Ichthus Nation. What I can do and say to you, we're working hard to minimize risks. Our currency is backed by real assets, and that's unique in the industry. Many of our digital currencies are backed by nothing. And that concerned me greatly as I began to do my research and study and develop this faith-based currency. I wanted to minimize the risk as much as possible. But again, we encourage our citizens to do their due diligence, and we can't make any promises. I would not want to make any promises to you. I am a woman of integrity, but we're doing our best to minimize the volatility and to minimize the risk. You know, I started to talk about during the last broadcast what's going on in the industry. The industry will be regulated. And so there is a window, and we at this point, we're watching the announcements, and we're watching the discussions, and we don't know how future regulations will impact us. But what I will say today is, based on my compliance team and our conversations and our meetings and our analysis, we have a window. And so I want to invite all of you who are tuning in to become a citizen of Ichthus Nation. Our hope for Ichthus Nation is that it will be a digital community for the faith community. Our mission is to support you, both individuals and institutions, faith-based institutions. And the way we are doing the faith-based institutions, because I shared with you during the last broadcast, and if you have not had an opportunity to see the last broadcast, I encourage you to go to one of our on-demand services, YouTube. We will be airing this at some point, and the other broadcasts on Roku and Amazon Fire as well. And we will continue expanding that. We will upload this broadcast and other broadcasts on Twitter as well. So I invite you to go to Twitter and Facebook. We're beginning to expand those two platforms. But Facebook has the majority of our videos, broadcasts at this point. And so I invite you to go to Ichthus Coin to look at our latest videos and help us make those go viral. So please subscribe and share as well. But this community has been designed for the global faith community. And so as I shared, we have our Ichthus app, IchthusApp.com. Go and install the app on your smartphone. We have 10 languages, and we will continue building out those languages. So our avatars are speaking. Let me see if I can name all 10. Of course, English, that makes 11. Our other languages are Arabic, Spanish, French, Chinese, traditional Chinese. We have Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. We have Japanese. We have German. I should have counted. Let me see what is it that I'm missing. Let me start over. So we have Arabic, 1. We have Japanese, 2. We have German, 3. I know I may forget this. So go to the app and see the languages. We have Portuguese. We have, did I say French, Spanish? Let's see, traditional Chinese, and 3 more. So go to IchthusApp.com and see. And we're global. And so it was important to me that we have our app in as many languages as possible. So we will continue expanding those language choices. The invitation really is to share this app with your family and your friends, your loved ones around the world, and tell them that this app is in your language, the nation state is in your language. And if we, and Hindi is another one. If we received communication that to consider a language that will help us in prioritizing and reprioritizing. So let us know what language you would like to have our avatars speak. Is very important to me because we are a global community. So let me tell you a little bit more about who Dr. Jessica is, the president of Ichthus Nation. You will hear the avatar say, Her Excellency. That's me. I have been in a leadership position in faith communities around the nation, and I've traveled abroad many times. This marks, I believe, 34. I want to say 34 years. Let me think about it for a moment here. It's more than that. Wow. 36 years of leadership in our faith communities around the United States of America. And so I have a love, I have a commitment for people of faith and how we can support people of faith. In addition to that, I am an educator. I'm a college professor by training, and I tell my students all the time, you will, if you see me in a classroom at 99, don't be surprised. I am a lifelong learner. And so I bring all of that, and it's really converging in this project, and I'm excited. I have brought years to the development of this virtual and digital nation state, to be a place of gathering virtually. We have already begun to look at what it looks like to have Ichthus Nation as a metaverse. And for those of you who understand what the metaverse is, so I don't want to say living, but living virtually is really the goal of the metaverse. And so we want to be a part of what's going on. And so we have already begun to have discussions about what that looks like for us. And so when you become a citizen, we also invite you to purchase an avatar. I have an avatar, and you'll see the avatar on the app. We invite you to have an avatar, and so you'll see the process there to send your favorite headshot, and we'll create an avatar for you. These avatars will be living in the metaverse as we launch the metaverse. So it's the beginning, and we invite you, as you become a citizen, to avail yourself of all that we're offering. Become an active citizen of Ichthus Nation as it develops. You're helping us build the largest digital virtual nation state led by a woman in the world, and it's exciting. In addition to that, I have a law background. I teach business development. I teach, business law, in helping many develop their businesses. I teach entertainment law. I teach constitutional law. Ichthus Nation has a constitution. And for those of you who know what I'm about to say, our constitution It's a faith-based constitution. There are 66 articles. And our avatars, our human tars, are teaching. They teach and will be teaching the Constitution. It's important for you to know our Constitution. So why have you done it in the way you've done it, Dr. Davis? For this reason, I'm targeting the millennials. I'm targeting Generation Z. I'm targeting Generation X. I'm targeting the baby boomers. In other words, Ichthus Nation is multi-generational with a target of the millennials and Generation Z. And in order to communicate with you, millennials and Generation Z, yes, I'm talking to you right now, we have in the language of the industry, we have gamified this nation state. And so that's why we have avatars. That's why we have a digital currency. I'm talking to you, and I understand you're experiencing life differently compared to the baby boomers. And I applaud you, baby boomers, for not letting go of the generations, your children, your grandchildren, and now your great-grandchildren. I applaud you for using the technology of the day. I have a 94-year-old father, and I'm always impressed because he has a smartphone. And he is committed to learning his smartphone, and he has had multiple smartphones. He would prefer to have one and keep one, but he has had multiple smartphones. But he's a lifelong learner, and that's where I got that from as well. We can't stop learning, and especially in this exciting time. Technology is changing literally almost every day. And so as the technology changes, we will change along with it. But it's important to be people of faith. And so I'm inviting you as your president of Ichthus Nation to join me on this journey of faith. And part of being a citizen of Ichthus Nation is to study our Constitution. And our avatars will introduce you to the Constitution. There are certificates in our Ichthus Nation Academy. Your first certificate will be the citizen certificate. Once you complete Article 66, we start with the last article of our Constitution. You will receive a certificate as a citizen. We actually have several levels. We're inviting all of our citizens to study the entire Constitution. And when you study the entire Constitution, you complete your studies, you will become an ambassador. And so there are additional levels between a citizen and ambassador, but your goal is to be an ambassador. And what that means is that you have completed the study of the Constitution. We're working on building out the certificate programs. Start with the citizen program, and we're adding languages to the program daily. So if you don't see your language, just keep checking back, and we'll send out notifications when the languages are added as well, so you will know when the languages are added. So that's the Academy, and that's exciting. We also have, as I shared with you, building the wells. Join us in building physical wells around the world. So we have an outreach component, and grow your digital wallet. This is your time of accumulation. I call it the accumulation phase. Um, uh, the Ichthus coins will be at their lowest value right now. And so accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. As we move forward, the goal is that it will serve as a hedge for you. As I shared with you, we're working on minimizing the volatility and the risk as much as we can compared to other digital currencies. We're doing it a little differently. And we're doing it a little differently because of what I have assessed. This has been a long assessment. How can we minimize the risk? How can we minimize the up and down of the value? And so we have been working towards that end. But again, we cannot give financial or legal advice. We ask our citizens to do their due diligence as they make a decision. It's your decision. What else do I want to share with you about my journey? It's a journey, and I invite you to join me on the journey. And we have put a team together, and I'm excited about the team. Compliance is a very serious issue. We have federal regulations that we follow. As you come on board, if you're not a citizen yet, become a citizen today. You will go through a verification, identity verification process. It's not a long process, but we verify your identity. Once we verify your identity, because we don't want to find ourselves facilitating any type of money laundering. And so we have lists, we verify identities, and we keep verifying identities. I have a compliance team, and that was very important to me when I started. I said we need a compliance team because this is not an overnight thing. We're not planning to pull the rug from under your feet. We're in it for the long term. If at all possible, we will create value for you. We have NFTs and their avatars. And so I invite you to purchase the NFTs. And as we have an avatar who will, developer avatar who will share with you when you go to IchthusApp.com, and we'll give you additional information. Those NFTs, as you know, if you know the NFT industry, NFTs are digital, it's digital property that has value. And so you can hold on to it, you can trade it, you can sell it, but you have ownership of the NFT. And one thing that we did with our NFTs, I wanted to have, in addition to your digital ownership, your digital footprint on the blockchain, if you know what the blockchain is, I wanted to also give you a physical product with it. So ceramic mugs are shipped out when you purchase your NFT, your avatar. And so you can go to the app to see what's available. We will continue adding to those limited edition collectibles. They're collectibles. And when you purchase your avatar NFT, we'll ship out worldwide. And if we can't ship to your village, we'll let you know. But we ship out worldwide, and the ceramic mugs are wonderful. I just received mine, and part of quality assurance, right? I received mine, and I love it. I love it. And maybe I'll show it to you one day on the broadcast so you can smile. I love my avatar. I love the way it came out. So get an avatar, get your personalized avatar, send us your picture, and you'll see the order form there on IchthusApp.com, and send us your headshot, and we'll create an avatar for you. It's fun. It's exciting. One of the benefits of being a citizen, you have to be a citizen to get a personalized avatar as well. So I hope you feel like you're getting to know me a little more. We're in this. We're committed. We're excited because in the coming days you will have value, and you will be able to use this value in your life. That's our focus. That's our commitment to our citizens. We want this community, faith community, global faith community, to be of value to you. And my goal for Ichthus Nation this year, our ultimate goal is 1 billion. We want 1 billion citizens. So in order to have 1 billion citizens, each citizen will have to share with others about Ichthus Nation. So become a citizen, and then share it with your friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers. And we have opportunities for those who share institutions. If you want to be a part, you can't be a part, you can't be a citizen, only individuals, but we do have a corporate donation program to support you. And so if you're representing an institution, go to the app, and there are instructions there of how to apply. But at the same time, as an individual, join us, become a citizen as well. So that's all the time I have today. I thank you for joining me, and I invite you to stay tuned to our future broadcasts. We give a daily news update on what we're doing, and we're doing something new every day. It's exciting to be a part of this as president and as a citizen of Ichthus Nation as well. So join us for Ichthus Nation Live every day for a daily news update. Ichthus Nation, a nation born in one day, will live forever. This has been Dr. Jessica Davis, president of Ichthus Nation. God bless you.